I always thought it would be cool if you could go back and listen to the day-to-day of today's highest achievers as it happened, as opposed to 30 years later after they've made it. I believe there's a giant disconnect between ground zero and the top floor because we only see the top floor and the top floor only talks about the top. You know, how valuable would that be? And so it goes without saying, but I believe I'll make it there. And this is the documented journey through each level. My name is Bryson Sessions, and you are listening to the Bed Podcast. Holy shit, we did it. We did it, dude. We made it. We are in my new place, and it is, let's see, it's 10:57. It's May 1st, 2024. I'm tired as fuck. I can scream now. Oh, man, dude. I don't know. I'm pumped, full of emotion. Lots of happy tears were shed today. And as you can tell, the microphone is not set up and it's pretty echoey in here. I am not putting any intent or I'm not putting in any effort to make it sound good at all. I don't give a fuck. And then that's whatever. But so I woke up this morning, got everything loaded up into the FedEx truck. Well, after I grabbed it, of course, and then went and made a couple stops to pick up more shit. Then I came back to my house, loaded it all into my house, and then I went and got lunch, came back home, and then continued working on unloading some stuff or unpacking some stuff. And then I went to dinner with the family that I'm currently living with. Love them to death. It was a great time. There's a lot of happy tears shed for sure, and a lot of great things that were said. So now that I'm back home, holy shit, man, what a day. And it's crazy. It still hasn't hit me quite yet of just the fact that I'm in my house right now. It's hit me like I'm stoked and I'm happy to be here. But, you know, this isn't the first time I've ever done this, you know, so it feels familiar, kind of. But then in other ways, it feels brand new. And I had that thought today because I have so much shit I have to do that I would like to get done before I start working again, just because it's a lot of time per day not spent working on anything I'm doing here. But just the tedious shit, you know, like I got to do the paperwork that they give you when you have to walk around the property and check the walls and check everything for damages, take note of anything so you don't get screwed on your deposit later. I have to do all that. I need to change all my addresses for everything to be this address now. I need to call and figure out some bullshit that's on my ledger or whatever. I have to set up my internet. I have to set up my doorbell camera. I have to figure out where the fuck all my shit's going because I got plenty of space now. It's just a matter of where I'm putting things. Because right now, so I'm going to paint a picture for you. Right now, I'm laying on a mattress that's on the floor, and then my bed frame is being built, and there's shit everywhere. And there's shit everywhere. There's bags everywhere. There's screws kind of in a pile. I've got a couple of drawers full of clothes. I've got a laundry basket. I've got my pillows. I've got a blanket. Just a blanket and a mattress. There's no sheets, nothing. Just a minky and a mattress. And then pillows without pillowcases on them because I don't got any of that shit. So I also have no groceries whatsoever. The only way that I was able to get 225 grams of protein today and reach day number 94. 94 days straight of 225 grams of protein or more. The only reason why I was able to reach that is because I went to lunch with my mom and then I had dinner with my uncle, my aunt, my 3 cousins. So if that weren't the case, I would probably be at Winco just downing yogurt. And I don't know what I would do. But it's also pretty cool to think that I would literally do anything to extend this streak and this goal because it's important to me. And that's another thought that I had today. I was driving home. I was driving back to the terminal and with the FedEx truck. And knowing that I still needed about 130 grams of protein at 5 o'clock, I was like, damn, dude. People, you know, not to make this about me being... a lot of what I talk about, I realize, it sounds like I'm beating my chest against other people and I'm just like, oh, I'm so much better. But it's mainly to shine light on the excuses that I used to make. And I do make, just in other areas, but it's an easier example if you use the same exact, I guess, example for maybe what the common person does. So for example, I still need 130 grams of protein. It's 5 p.m. How the hell do you get 130 grams of protein in 5 hours before you go to bed? It's also 11:02 right now. I'm tired as shit, so it's way past my bedtime, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So I was like, damn, dude, I still gotta get 130. How am I gonna do that? And then one thought was like, oh, just don't. It just doesn't matter. And of course, that's not what I'm going to do. It's just thoughts, I was like, dude, it's because I'll do whatever I need to do to get this to 225 grams of protein, because there's no way I made it to 94 and I'm not going to get 200. And I'm not saying I'm going to stop after 100, but I'm 6 days away from 100. That's so cool. I've got 94 days protein, 94 days tracking everything that I eat, 94 days a gallon of water, and then 160 days on the cold plunge today, and then 195 podcasts in a row, not missing one day. So that's pretty sweet, man. We're almost the 200 range for podcasts. We're almost 200 for the ice plunge, almost 100 for everything else. But anyway, it got me thinking. I was like, okay, well, I need 130. How the hell do I do that? And I was like, okay, well, I'll just run into Maverick. I didn't do anything, by the way, but I was like, I'm going to run into Maverick. I'm going to grab probably 2 chocolate milks, because that'll get me about 70 grams of protein right there. That's fine. I'll do that. And then after that, maybe I'll run over to Chipotle and I'll just grab a chicken bowl, and that's another 60, 70 grams of protein. So, all right, so we need 100, that's 140. All right, we're set. Perfect. And then I had another thought of like, okay, what if I was road tripping, dude? How the hell would I do this? Like, if I can't go anywhere? It's like, okay, I would just get 2 protein milks or something like that, maybe a protein cookie, and then I would just have that, wouldn't worry about it. And then when I come across another gas station, if I feel like I want to have another one, then I'll just go buy another protein something. Or maybe some beef jerky. But the moral of all of that was just the fact that, oh my fuck, is this even recording? Okay, it is. Holy shit. But what I'm getting at here is, I want to keep the streak alive. It's my goal to make this happen, and I will do kind of whatever it takes to keep the streak and to achieve these goals of mine alive. So if that means going to Maverick 3 times a day to get a protein drink, and so be it. And it's just that thought of, I'll just do whatever it takes to make it happen, And so translating that to other areas of life or other disciplines or whatever, it's like, okay, well, I'll be fine. I'll get it done. I'll just do whatever it takes and make it happen. It's not about how can we make it happen. It's just more like, or not about like, can we make it happen? It's about like, okay, well, we will, but how can we? And then just kind of having the resolve to make that happen. So I don't know, kind of all over the place with this one. Lots of emotions today, not this episode, obviously, but yeah, so I'm excited. I got so much shit to do. And as soon as I record this, also I'm sitting here using my hotspot on my phone to connect to my laptop so that I can upload everything and have it scheduled for tomorrow. So rather than taking the easy road and just uploading it tomorrow and going to bed now, which is what I would love to do, dude. I'm so tired. I'm just going to do it now. So that way tomorrow I can wake up, and as soon as I wake up, I can get going on other shit instead of the podcast. So got to fill up the ice bath for tomorrow and get all that set up. I have to do everything. Everything, dude. Arguably the most important thing is getting groceries and getting food, because if I don't have food, I'm not going to hit the 225 grams of protein. So that probably is my first order of business tomorrow. So I'm going to make a Costco run tomorrow. But, dude, I'm so excited because I put all my bedding in where I'm going to sleep. I have 2 bedrooms in this place. I've got a really small room. Well, I'm not going to say really small, but it's much smaller than the other room. So I'm going to sleep and put everything in the small room, and then have the big room for office work and podcasting and all sorts of shit, all the business stuff. It's going to be in that room. And that's exciting because that is such a big room for just that. I'm not going to have a bed. It's just going to be 2 desks, my chair. I'm going to have a printer in there. Just typical office bullshit, It's not even going to look nice. It's just going to have the shit that I need in there. Has a big window. Not really a view, but it's whatever. Anyway, I'm excited because that's going to allow me so much focus and seclusion to work on the shit and not be tempted to just lay in bed, because we got some new rules, right? So I'm not gonna work where I sleep. So no laptop, no work, no nothing in bed, and then same with vice versa. So if I'm working in the office, I'm gonna call it, I don't know, then I'm not going to bring in entertainment. I'm not gonna watch the basketball game in there. I'm not gonna do whatever, So anyway, so I'm excited to get everything squared away, hopefully by the end of this week, and be back to living a normal life just in my house with my shit. And it's very exciting stuff. So yeah, so I'm going to end the show there. I'm very proud of myself. I made it here. So on to bigger and better things, where I feel like I already celebrated, and now it's time to get back to work, Like I had a really nice dinner with family today. So now we just got to get back to the grindstone and make some real shit happen. So hopefully between episode 200 and 300, there's some big moves made for the supplement company, if that's the route I'd take. And I say if because I'm not 100% sure. I'm like 98% sure, but not 100. And the only reason why I think I'm not there is because truth be told, I'm just overthinking it quite a bit. So I need to just maybe not do that. But anyway, that's it. I'm falling asleep on my bed right now. I'm tired. So anyway, that's the show. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace out. Hey, thanks for listening, and quick reminder here. So this podcast doesn't prioritize professionalism or quality at all. It's just meant to be a shoot from the hip type podcast with the intent just to get a quick message out. So some episodes might be inaudible in 30 seconds, and others might be 45 minutes and super crisp sounding. So all these are being made so that by episode 7,305, which is 20 years, we can come back and see the entire playbook of how I made it to wherever I'm going. So thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon.